You say you trust your team, but if you really look at how you work every day, there is a truth you do not want to admit. You are exhausted, not because there is too much work, but because you are doing too much work that is not yours. You arrive earlier than everyone. You leave later than everyone. Your laptop is always the last one to shut down. Your messages are still active at 11 p.m. And in your head there is a list that never ends. You check every file. You fix every slide. You rewrite emails that were never supposed to be yours. You go through every small detail not because you enjoy it, but because you do not feel safe letting others do it. You do not say it out loud, but you think, if I do not check this, there will be mistakes. If I do not fix this, it will not be good enough. If I do not do it, something will go wrong. You want to delegate. You really do. You do not want to live like this forever. But every time you are about to hand something off, you hesitate. What if they misunderstand? What if they do it wrong? What if the client is not happy? What if I end up fixing everything anyway and waste even more time? So you choose the safest option. You do it yourself. You tell yourself, it is faster if I do it. I am just protecting quality. I am the leader. This is my responsibility. It sounds reasonable. It even sounds admirable. But pause for a moment and face the truth. If you are always the one redoing everything, then the problem is not the workload, it is how you are leading. I used to be exactly like you. I believed I was responsible. I thought I was helping my team. During the day, I would say, take ownership, I trust you, go ahead and run with it. But at night, I reopened everything. I fixed every detail, I rewrote entire parts, I redid almost everything. And I did it silently. I told myself, I am just helping them improve. I am just making sure the outcome is good. I am just doing the right thing. But the truth is, I did not trust them. Not because they were bad, not because I did not like them, but because I was afraid. I was afraid they would mess it up. I was afraid it would reflect on me. I was afraid people would question my leadership. And deeper than that, there was something I did not want to admit. If they could do it well without me, then what value did I have left? That is the truth. It is not comfortable, but if you are in this situation, you understand. And the cost you pay is not just exhaustion. Your team starts to change, but not in a good way. They stop taking initiative. They wait for you. They ask you everything, even things they used to decide on their own. They start thinking, he will fix it anyway, so I might as well let him decide. Slowly, you no longer have a team. You have a group of people who depend on you. That is when you become a bottleneck. Everything has to go through you. Every decision waits for you. Every problem comes back to you. And the more you do, the weaker your team becomes. This is the paradox most leaders do not see. You think you are helping your team, but you are actually making them weaker. Until one day, someone on my team said, I feel like you do not really trust me. I wanted to disagree, but I could not because it was true. That was the moment I changed. I realized the problem was not delegating more. The problem was delegating the right way. If you want to get out of this, you do not need to do more. You need to change how you delegate. Start with 3 simple steps. Step 1, give clear direction. The biggest mistake leaders make is being vague. Do this for me. Try your best. That is not delegation, that is shifting responsibility. A good leader makes things clear. What does success look like? What are the standards? What does a good example look like? Not to control, but to remove confusion. People do not fail because they are incapable. They fail because they did not understand clearly from the start. Step 2, measure and review in stages. Do not wait until the end. That is the fastest way to go back to doing everything yourself. Break the work into checkpoints: 30%, check direction, 60%, refine the details, 90% finalize. You stay in control without taking over. Step 3, recognize and give feedback the right way. When they do well, do not just say good job, tell them exactly what they did well. When they make mistakes, do not jump in and fix it. Ask them, do you think this part is strong enough? If you redo this, what would you change? Let them see the problem themselves. When you fix the work improves. When they understand, they improve. And leadership is about people, not tasks. This is the most important thing to remember. Delegation is not about passing work, it is about building capability. When you do this right, something shifts. You feel less overwhelmed, not because there is less work immediately, But because you are not carrying everything alone, and your team starts to grow, they become more confident, more proactive, more responsible, and most importantly, they stop needing you for everything. That is when you become a real leader. If your team cannot function without you, you are not leading. You are just a high-performing individual with more responsibility. Do not confuse the two. A senior employee takes pride in doing everything well. A real leader takes pride in building people who can do everything well without them. The next time you feel like saying, "Let me just do it myself," pause. Ask yourself, what am I choosing? Finishing this task faster today or building a stronger team for the future? Because you cannot scale if you are always the one doing the work. You only scale when you learn to let go. So be honest. Are you leading, or are you just doing your team's work for them?